Welcome everybody to yet another coffee time with Hako, the show where I have my morning coffee and a yap off into the void. Well met, and today I have a Stinky with me. Hello Stinky!
Hello Stinky!
So what we're drinking?
We are drinking tea because I'm not a fan of coffee, but I'm drinking it in my Swedish horn.
Yes, and I'm having a latte in my cat mug. It has my one of my cats on it. His name is Severu. He's right now asleep in his little cat tree and I can see his fat ass.
He is a chunk.
He is a chunk, and we love him. So, tell everybody, what did we want to talk about today?
I was thinking, as it's like the new year, it's a good time to like recap over what we've done last year and what we're looking forward to this year. So I thought, why not do it with Zenless?
Why not do it with Zenless? Yeah. So let's look back at some like highlights from Zenless 2024. So, do you want to start? Also, I just realized one really convenient thing about having you with in the coffee times is that I can actually drink my coffee. So, like editing 101 in 2025, 2024 is that like people don't like pauses. Like you're supposed to like edit out when you breathe because people kind of look down on you breathing. So obviously,
breathe. That's so last year.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I usually don't drink my coffee. I just show it off, then I put it down, and then it's cold by the time I'm done with the video. So, do you want to go first? If I say, think of like the happiest Zenless memory in 24, what comes to mind?
My health mixer's eye.
The snacks are real nice.
Yes.
Nah.
I mean, obviously, I am a self-confessed Bernice, crazy person, but her video was just so much fun. So that is definitely like one of the funnest memories.
Yeah.
Just that trailer that came out with her, like you can't beat it.
No. That's probably like the most fun reaction video I've done because I wasn't super fussed about Bernice. Like I thought she looked cool, but she also like came together with Caesar, and like I was like my eyes were much more on like Caesar. And like their trailers, like Caesar's trailers were kind of like awesome and like high adrenaline, like fighty, except for the shower scene at the end.
The shower scene.
Yeah. Up until the group shower scene, it was very like fighty and serious. So like watching Bernice, I had no idea what to expect, and boy, like that trailer kind of ended up changing my life. I'm surprised that song wasn't like my most listened to on Spotify, although it wasn't on Spotify at first. If it had been, it would probably count then. Anybody watching, you might have seen like some idiot made a 9-hour like loop of the Bernice song,
What idiot would do that?
Yeah, what absolute degenerate would do that? Like came out like an hour after the official one, and I've listened to that on repeat. Like I watched it all through to the end several times. Yeah, that trailer was just something, and I don't know, it just, yeah, it's almost sad to see how little part Bernice has played in the story since then. Just because I feel like a lot of people saw that trailer and like gave Zenless a go, because like it's like I'll be damned if it's not like their most watched trailer. Although I don't think so. I think their most watched is still Ellen for like back in the day before the game was out. So people were like still very curious about it. But after the game's been out, I imagine Burning Desire is still like their highest one. I could be wrong.
So would you say that was also your most fun with Zenless, or would you have something a bit more like to do with the game mechanics or something?
Whew, it definitely makes it into the top 5. As for what's like the top one, that is a good question. I don't know, like the entire...
You were very charmed by that shower scene.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, allegedly I did not watch that shower scene for like 9 hours straight. Maybe I should I make a 9-hour loop on the shower scene?
It would be a hit.
Yes. It would.
Which character has been the most fun for you to play as?
The most fun character, that's a tie between like Ellen and Caesar, I think.
Okay.
Like I still freaking love my Ellen. Like I did a very hot take on the coffee time. So like this is my second cup of coffee today. So we're not sleeping tonight. Yeah, like it's a hot take, and it goes down, or it went down, you know, quite as well as the coffee time where I said, "Hey, I think Arpeggio Fault is kind of fun." That is not a sentiment echoed throughout the community. A lot of the people hated it, and to my as an excuse, I wasn't done with it. I thought I was getting near the end with it, but I was kind of halfway through Arpeggio when I said that. Then it kind of dawned on me like how grinded the last levels of it were. I'm like, okay, maybe I made the video a little bit prematurely. Did you finish your Arpeggio?
Wait, did I?
I'm not sure if you did. And I know you definitely did it. I'm not sure if you completed it.
I don't know. It's me, so probably not. But part of me feels like I did. I don't know. I kind of just do those things because you tell me to.
Yes. and even then, most often than not, you don't do them.
Yeah. I like to just go on and talk to Howl, do my scratchies, open the store, go off for the day. I'm very good at doing my dailies.
You
don't
are.
Tell Bernice, but I don't know if my favorite character, like that I've had the most fun playing, might be Jane.
Yeah.
Or Piper. Like they were kind of my first anomalies, and they're just like they're crazy, and I really enjoyed. Jane really surprised me.
Yeah.
I hadn't been expecting to like her like I did, and she was very fun.
Jane is very fun. Like we had discussions in the last days. I think you asked me today or yesterday, like if they were to rerun all of the characters, like would I pull for cinemas on one of them? And my go-to answer would be Jane. She is really freaking fun. Super fast-paced, super fun. And I bring it up in like my other coffee time video that she kind of feels like an attacker rather than an anomaly agent. And yeah, she's just a lot of fun to play. Very fun, like very fast-paced, and yeah, I think that was like also like a magical time in Zenless, because I feel like Jane took everybody by storm. I don't feel like people were super bothered about Jujuan necessarily. Like some people, definitely.
Yeah.
But I feel like when Jane was released, like a lot of eyes that weren't necessarily Zenless players got like, you know, turned to the game.
Yeah, I would have thought her trailer was the most watched, actually.
The Apple one, or when she sexually assaults the little officer in the car.
Oh, that's a hard toss-up, to be honest. I think they were both very well received.
Yeah.
I would have said the little police officer one, but then I think you also have her licking the apple on a loop, didn't you? So maybe that one.
No. I haven't done anything with that.
Where is that? Chop.
Yeah. That's before I start looping stuff, I think.
Okay. All right. So, what was your favorite story beat of 2024 from Zenless?
Favorite story beat, I think I must say, like the 1.4 story, like the conclusion. And you still haven't done that one yet, right?
Oh, like spoilers, no. Yeah. I haven't touched that yet. No.
It was okay. So without spoilers, it was like a very Avengers type moment.
Yeah, because I know they all kind of come together. I remember from the trailer that you see them all, like all the factions coming in.
Yeah,
that's going to be pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. And like one of the redemption codes for this patch is I think it's Zenless, or is it said assemble or something like that. So I do feel like it is like a little bit of a nod to like, you know, Avengers assemble. That's their catchphrase, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like my one gripe is that a lot of characters are missing their voice lines, which kind of felt a little bit odd, and I have no idea what's going on with that. It just felt a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was amazing.
What about your favorite boss?
Not Nineveh. I was kind of hoping that like 1.4 would kill off Nineveh, since Miyabi has all scores to settle with that one. And I've always hated fighting Nineveh, or not hated, but I don't think it's a great fight. because Nineveh is like too tall for you to like actually see it, and it's just a weird fight. But I gotta say that I do like the new character, and I do like Pompeii. So if we're to talk about like part of the story that you have done, like if it's not the conclusion of the 1.4 story, I would definitely say it is. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't done the 1.2 story, I think it appears in, when Caesar jumps into the fire, and like Lucy goes off. What do you say?
I think that's the last bit of story I've done. Am I really behind?
Yeah, you might not have done like Yanagi's story where they get trapped. Yeah, you're kind of bad.
I don't know about that far behind.
I thought that was amazing. I'm obviously glad that Caesar like didn't die, but I feel like they set it up in a way that like I wasn't 100% sure.
Yeah.
Like it was beautifully animated.
With Lucy crying.
Yeah,
and,
Lucy crying. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and like because they talked about going in there, like sacrificing themselves in the past. There was someone who had to do that as part of the story, and like that was that would be my favorite part of the story. It was like very touching, and like the betrayal with Pompeii and everything. He's one of my favorite bosses because he shouldn't be a hollow. It's sad. And
an ethereal. Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. And my other favorite boss, I would say, is I had their name in my head when we were talking before. The Ballet Twins.
Wait, that's your favorite?
Yeah, they were hard. I found them really hard and quite interesting. So I actually quite like those.
Oh, I think a lot of people would put the Ballet Twins as their least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
I struggled with them quite a bit because I remember there being this one point where like I nearly killed them both and one would die and then the other one that was alive would always just resurrect them before I had a chance to get that last hit off, and
I'm just making sure you said favorite, right? Because like the points you're not bringing up is like you.
I get a sense of achievement when it's a tough boss that like it's like Dark Souls. Like you finally can like defeat them. It's like yes. So I kind of liked the challenge of the Ballet Twins. Yeah, I know that sounds like a weird reason to like them.
No, like it's a reasonable one, but you generally hate the challenges in the game. That's why you moan like whine loudly whenever I tell you to go do your critical Shius.
But I love it when I've done it and I've completed it. I hated the Shius when I couldn't S rank everything, but now that I've S ranked it all, I'm like, yeah, Shius, yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But when I was only getting A's and sometimes B's, I was like, no, I don't want to do these. I'm not good enough, don't like it.
All right.
Once I do it, I suddenly like things a lot better.
All right, fair enough.
And quickly, because I know we're probably running to the end of the coffee, I don't know how much you have left. What are your hopes for 2025?
My hopes for 2025 is that they do something with attacker. Attackers still feel stuck in the 1.1. Like I kind of consider like the last attacker that we got to be Yujuan. I know we got Haramasa, and Haramasa is super flashy and he's fun to play. But like he hits like a wet fart, especially in comparison to any other event character, especially any anomaly character. So
anomalies kind of just wipe the floor with everything else, and I feel like I don't particularly have any need or want to pull for anyone now that isn't anomaly because they're just insane. But I like the point she made in your other video, which you should put a link to in the comments, because it is like playing on easy mode when you have them. For someone like me that isn't as skilled at the game as you, or have like really good built attackers, like I do really appreciate the anomalies, but it does make me feel like, why would I need anyone else now? And they need to kind of sort that out, I feel. Yeah,
and it's gonna be interesting to see if they do that with Evelyn. Obviously, with Haramasa, like I don't feel like Haramasa would have arrived in the state he arrived in if he had been like the only character on a banner. But now they knew that they were releasing Haramasa. Like basically any agent they would have released together with Miyabi would have been like overlooked. And there is a reason we got Haramasa for free and not Miyabi for free.
I don't think many people would have pulled for Haramasa, honestly.
No, I know he has a dedicated like fan base.
Yeah,
and, like,
every character will.
Yeah, every character will. I think the majority is a little bit disappointed with him. Like, I have done a full guide, like I've tested it extensively. Like he definitely works. He's not a bad agent per se. It's just like in comparison with any of the anomaly, in comparison with Miyabi, he has to work like twice as hard as most other characters to like achieve the same results. But that being said, he is very fun and he is very skill heavy and very combo heavy.
Not for me. I'm not good with the skill.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that they still have something up their sleeve to bring Attacker to the table in 2025. Otherwise, they are simply gonna be like the hardcore mode of the game, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's good for you because like you like a challenge and you're very good at the game, and like I think it's good for you to have that challenge. But for me, like for instance with Evelyn, like I've got no want to have her at all because I feel like she's not gonna help me in any way. Like I've got Bernice, I've got Jane, I've got Miyabi, like.
But I think Evelyn has the biggest tits in the game.
Again, not really something I care about.
Oh.
She's quite boring looking for me. She's very normal. She's not got any colour to her. She's just blonde, white and black clothes, yellow in it. Like it's just like. For me, her design isn't. I don't know. It's not as cool as what we've had previously.
Yeah,
but I can understand for from a sexual point why people would want.
Yeah, one thing I've learned is that like you can't make people appreciate art, so let's just leave it at that. No, but yeah, I'm still hoping that they have like some like trump card up their sleeve to like bring attackers up, and that they haven't just shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'm interested to find out.
I do think that they made a mistake, like bringing out characters that can, like make their anomalies crit as early as they did with Jane and stuff. Take Honkai Star Rail for example. Like we still have no character that can make like dots crits or like stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. But because I do feel like they need to like do something for attackers if people are gonna like be pulling whenever they release an attacker, or like otherwise I fear that for like a lot of players, like as long as the agent has an attacker logo is just gonna be an easy skip for them because they are behind.
I kind of do the same with the rest of them. If you're running anomalies, you don't really necessarily need your stuns, your defenders.
No.
It's I feel like everything else kind of pales a little bit to anomaly, and I don't want to see a nerf, but I would like to see the others be as good. Yeah,
and like a nerf wouldn't go down. Like the Hoyo building would be on fire like within 24 hours of the announcement of the Miyabi nerfs. Like there will be heads on pikes. So yeah, that's not gonna happen.
No, hopefully not.
But otherwise in 2025, I do think that the game needs to like bring in some kind of new role and like some more elements, and I am hoping that we get to see more A-rank characters to like fill the ranks of like event rank characters, because like still the only Ether character in the game is Nicole, other than like Yujuan, and a lot of people that like starts playing now, like they didn't pull for, like they didn't have the chance to get Yujuan. Like more A ranks, and honestly I kind of like to see a reduced cost of leveling up A rank characters. Like maybe getting an A rank character to 60 is like shouldn't be as expensive as getting an S rank to 260, because the A ranks in the game are absolutely cracked, but I do feel like a lot of people like can't waste resources to do it. So like I would like to see more A ranks, and like quite frankly I feel like Haramasa could have been an A rank. I kind of felt like he should have been, or I thought he would have been, and with the power level, with the power level they kind of set for him, like I feel like it's nothing really super that stands out with him that makes him an A rank, or making him extra S ranks in terms of damage numbers. Once again, no shade on any Haramasa, it's like I'm telling you, I find that he's super fun. And in a lot of ways, I feel like he almost feels a little bit more advanced than Miyabi. Like, you can tell, like, in my opinion, you can tell that Miyabi's like framework was already in place, and then they kind of reworked that framework. But that framework has been there from like the beta tests. Meanwhile, Haramasa feels like super flashy with his movements a little bit in comparison. It's just that his numbers would kind of need to be cranked up a little bit. So yeah, more A-rank characters. I would love if Big Daddy was playable. Like, do you have any characters like that you're like, oh, I hope this one becomes playable?
Kind of, yeah. So Big Daddy would be one. Also, like the leopard girl that like Bernice, she was very cool. She was a bounty hunter. She didn't have like any loyalty to a specific group, and I feel like we definitely could get more of her. Also, I don't want to like do spoilers for anyone who hasn't actually started playing the story from the beginning. But when we got Fairy, obviously there were hints at like what her story might become, and she might go down an evil. But I'm sure there was meant to be a bunch released, like 4 of those like AIs released, and we got Fairy. But they sounded like they were all meant to be dangerous, and there's more of them. So I'd kind of like to see like, yeah, where that kind of part of the story goes. I'm glad we got a return of Pearlman. I wasn't expecting him to be so tiny.
Pearlman the Bangbu.
He is a Bangbu.
Yeah, he's a Bangbu. I love him. Yeah, it's kind of interesting to see where the story goes. I do suspect that the story will be in a little bit of a lull now for like a patch or 2.
Miyabi was their big.
Yeah, Miyabi was the big, and like now we need like another storyline to like, you know, kick off. And I'm not sure if Astra and Evelyn is gonna be the beginning of the next big epic story, or are they gonna be like the Banana Academy in Star Rail, like, you know, be a little bit of a side mission until like the next big thing comes.
It's kind of nice in a way having like these new characters that haven't sort of been drip fed into the story, because obviously like we knew about the Caledons and stuff before, and about like Hands before.
Yeah.
Section 6, and yeah, like we haven't had anything to do with these guys yet, so it is going to be like a fresh part of story.
Yes.
As you say, it might not be like a huge story, but it could be interesting because they have a lot that they can obviously introduce with them that we haven't seen before.
Yes. Yeah. Going into 2025, I'm definitely excited about like the fact that we don't really know what's coming. Like we always knew, like everybody has always known that Miyabi is coming, and like you said, like we've had info about the Sons of Caledons with the addition of Lucy and Piper in the beginning. So like we kind of know what's up in the pipeline. I feel like it's never been as unknown what's going to be coming up ahead as it is now, and it is kind of like exciting.
Yeah, we know the idols are coming because
we know the idols,
and I do think they're going to be fun. I know you're not super keen on them, but they're bright colors. I feel like they're going to have playful personalities. I am quite excited to see what we get with those guys.
Hey, if it's something the Zenless community likes, it's playful personalities. Massive ones.
Massive personalities.
Massive personalities. But yeah, well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm super excited about the idols myself, but some other characters. There's a character called Lucia that is meant to be coming. That she looks kind of cool.
Oh, I've not heard of her. You'll have to show me.
Her personality just looks playful. All right.
Oh yeah. I think that's the great thing with Zenless is they have so many, like they've got a really good range of different characters that they appeal to different people.
Yes.
I feel like Genshin's they've got a lot better with Natlan, but I feel like a lot of Genshin characters are all kind of similar. Like, and I feel like, yeah, Zenless have got like such a lovely range.
Yes.
So I think
yes,
appeal
definitely.
To, like, there's someone for everyone in Zenless.
There is. So everybody's catered to. All right, we're coming up to 25 minutes, so let's try and wrap it up.
And Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everybody. And sorry that I didn't upload too much during the holidays. I spent it together with Little Miss Stinky.
It's my fault, sorry.
Yeah, but we had a lovely time.
We did.
So, yeah, everybody, let's hope that the Zenless year will be amazing in 2025 and all of our years outside of Zenless as well. Many cheers.
All the best pulls for 2025.
All the best pulls. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bonjour.